behind me here. Let's make sure I've got everything set. I got lazy, didn't I? I always get lazy in this sim. Let's see. That's on. That's on. That's on. I can't see. Yep, that's on. Oxygen's not on. Let's see. Inertial separator, pitot heat. Inertial separator. Does that work? Yes, that works. Inertial separator doesn't work. I have to do that manually. Let's see. And there's that. And I have a flight plan in there. Hope it's right. So someone's sneaking up on me on runway 8. And, you know, why not? Let's enjoy the views. So, am I ready? I don't know. Let's see. I'll go, let's see, that's heading and out. We'll go 3,000 because it's normal for the Xbox One. Yep. So here comes somebody's going to go around. I'm too slow. So, no rush all of a sudden. It's a night. It's a nice looking go around. Where's his red light? All right, let's see. So since I got a moment here, and since I got traffic, and since I have some wake turbulence if I go up there, I will nope. No. Nope. Okay, so am I being dense all of a sudden? I don't know how to zoom the friggin' map. Let's click MFD and see if it works. Yep, there we go. So that's that. That guy is low. All right, so here we go. We'll do runway heading, and then we'll go direct to Xbox. Or I believe, is it Xbox? Where's the flight plan? Nice. Nothing in the flight plan. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God. Soggy. All right. Park and brake, right? I was listening. Oh. Somehow I don't believe that. Let's rotate. Gear up. Flaps up. Yaw damper on. No. Navcom. Com1 swap. Pretty cool. All right, let's go nav. And we're a little bit fast for Flitch, but I'm going to click Flitch anyway. And then let's go up to 7,000. And autopilot. Said 7,000, didn't I? The real altimeter is 29904. This says it's 2999. See, I'm on nav. So is this thing going to take nav seriously? We will see. We may have to, there we go. You know, I was debating for a while, you know, if I was going to fly, whether I'd fly the TBM or I'd fly something else. You got so many choices now, you know. And whether to fly X-plane. Let's see, we'll take 290. And so they've just announced there's going to be some improvements coming in the next 2 weeks. Some of which has to do with systems and navigation, stuff like that. You know, they need to get rid of these little airplane symbols, unless, I don't know, I've never seen that. It's not that way in the 900. All right, we can shut off the inertial separator and the lights. Still creeping up. All right. And yeah, so we'll have to see what's in this next patch. I hope I didn't lose the connection. First time I've ever seen that. Successfully connected. Okay. Yep, I've heard about this, where torque goes up as you climb in this airplane. I have to say, if it wasn't for the visuals, everyone would be giving this sim a lot of grief. All right. Standard. Clicking standard doesn't work. LFE is not set. I bet you can't even set it. Normally I would do it down here. Sensors. Doesn't do anything. Lights, icing, flaps. Yep. So if I go MFD, nope, I don't see anything. Click that. Okay, so that shows some sort of a fake weather radar. Yeah. God, this thing has so many bugs. Hey, Charpentier, how are you? Yeah, happy Friday night. I just figured I'd fly the TBM, do a night flight. Just deal with whatever bugs pop up. just so we could see the sights. I'm all right. I'm all right. Been a busy week for me. I was hoping to be a nice quiet week. Not hardly. So I finally got a chance to do a flight. See, is there any way? That doesn't work. Map range. Weather radar controls. That doesn't work. Click up here. That doesn't work. Alright. Click nav again. Yeah, they don't give you a way to set the landing field elevation. That should be LFE feet. It says LFT. So you end up with this PSI problem. Alright, so we're up at altitude. Does that work? That works. Okay, so something works. And they don't let you set the pressurization mode. Is that right? Bleed is auto, max differentiation off. Yeah, it does. ITT increases and torque increases as you climb. It's backwards. FSX had these kinds of problems. So, yeah, there's no way to set LFE in here. Okay, so that's arrival approaches 8 right. And minimums. Not going to worry about minimums. Not going to worry about speed bugs. PFD settings. AOA wind. Use option 2. Back. Nope. Yeah. But I did get a patch for the TBM that one was supposed to increase my frame rates and it didn't. That's alright, it didn't have any effect. Maybe it's not installed right, I don't know. And then the other one, here I'll show you. If I adjust this, notice how the displays change brightness. So that enabled me to fly it at night anyway. So that I could see that. I mean, that was the point tonight. I wanted to do some night flying and just sort of enjoy the, I guess, the calm before the storm, since Now what's it doing? Feet. Okay, so now all of a sudden it looks like it's maybe fixing itself. Or it's getting worse. Rate feet per minute is going up 500 feet per minute. That's what it says. Alright, whatever. Yeah, but they said there's going to be a patch out in about 2 weeks. The second patch, I guess. You know the and it's going to cover general aviation airplanes, navigation systems, stuff like this. So we'll just see what comes out. I think this is going to take a long time to fix, but you don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Well, this weather radar is BS, but it's better than nothing. See how it compares to what's going on in the real world. Ormond Beach. St. Augustine. Where's Ormond? There it is. Yeah. I mean, there is some rain in this area. See if we got any rain up ahead. There will be some rain down over the space shuttle area, so down here. So if I zoom here, yeah, that's not, I don't know, it's more intense than that. And yeah, we'll see as we head further south. We'll see. Let's see. Let's take a look. That's as far as it goes. No, it's, well, you know, I mean, you could make the excuse. Interesting how they've got the radar bands here, which isn't really, well, I mean, it's okay. Radar sometimes does this. When you have a sweep, a circular sweep, it can do that. But that's, you know, I mean, this isn't sweep radar. This is flipping NexRad. While laminar research is focused on X-plane. Only focus on... yeah, I hope this is their biggest, and it obviously needs a whole lot of work. It's enjoyable to fly at night, I'll say that. Yeah. It's pretty. We'll see what comes out in 2 weeks, and then a month after that. Maybe they'll just keep doing monthly updates for a while. But the list of this is it's going down my arm pretty long. So I've got the cabin light on because you can't see jack. All these switches are black, and you can't feel them. So what do you do? Okay, so dimming is on, whatever that means. Same in the other TBM. Speed's not that far off. We're doing a little slow. Probably about 15 knots slow. See, I've already got the ILS to 8 selected to Miami. What was that? Maybe that was the pressurization again. So 110.3 nav. 110.3 1103 swap. And nav 2 113.9, I think. Yeah. Swap. Okay. So now we're all set. COM 1, COM 2, standby, standby. Okay. Frame rate is generally around 37. So typically I'll go straight down the coast, but Microsoft picked out this flight plan for me. Yeah, X-Plane needs to get busy. on visuals. Well, on weather and visuals. And there's some RNAV approaches are not aligned with the run. Really? Yeah. I think I tried. Or I had one approach where, and I don't remember. I was trying to remember where it was. I had one approach where I was lined up about not quite a half mile off the runway. Navigraph has a beta. I think it's a public beta that you can download their data, and it may fix those things. Yeah, this was rushed. There's no doubt it was. Yep, yep. I've seen that too. Using the autopilot, all of a sudden, it just goes bonkers. It just, yeah, when I'm using nav mode, and I've been able to fix that with heading mode in a lot of cases. Occasionally, though, it'll decide that it's a good time to descend right now, in which case you're flying by hand, because I haven't found a way to fix that. So it's night, a bright night. It's like there's a moon out there. Moon out? Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going back and forth between the airplanes. And, they'll get some fixed before others. And they get an airplane that really works well, then um, maybe fly that one for a while until they fix the others. Yeah, I still think that probably the best of the lot of them is the Cessna 208. I saw X-Plane 1972 flying the 787 tonight. I just don't even know if I want to even mess around with that with all the issues. I mean, I won't know if it's a bug or not. I mean, it may be that the best hope we have for good systems in a plane will be when PMDG releases their 737. And they may drive some system fixes too. But I love the view. Like I said, if it wasn't for the views, people would be beating this sim up in a big way. Trying to get a sense for when the best time is to fly at night. Is it in the dead of night, or is it at sunset? Like like X-plane. The sunset flights in X-plane are just gorgeous. And this is live traffic down there. So that guy's really down there. I should bring up FlightAware sometime and compare it. I'm not going to do it tonight. That's still pretty bright, isn't it? I'd even turn it down more. I need to try another flight in X-plane. The last flight when I flew into Sarasota, I mean, it was Stutter City when I landed, and that was RC3, and now the full X-plane 11.5 is out, and I just don't know. I mean, it was bad. It was the worst of them. Yeah, I wanted to see Miami at night. Actually do a flight and see what it looks like coming in. So I haven't put in any VNAV info. Where's my flight plan? MFD, flight plan, en route, KMIA. I'll put in, just for grins, I'll put in 3,000. Now, and I've got no distance information here at all. So let's see, but I do have Dolphin and Nav2. So let's go to PFD and let's put bearing 1 up. And when that comes online, we're at 29,000 feet, so that means it's 81 miles from Miami. We want to start descending. Pretty view of Melbourne right there. People are talking about the fisheye too, the fisheye look. It's not bad. Could be worse. I think it affects people that are flying multi-monitors more than anybody. No nav data. So we're doing 331 knots now. That's a little fast. And it says that our fix is a minute away. Distance is 132 miles. I suspect that's a bug too. Oh, here's the distance here to here. So is that the distance to our destination? Well, now it just changed to 111 miles. So, Go back to enjoying the visuals. I guess I could sync up my heading. See, in the real world, you'd reach up there and feel for the knob, but you can't do that in a sim. So they should be thinking about that. Unless this works. Hold on. Yep. No, doesn't work yet. I've got a heading knob here, but I don't think I've set it up. Let's see, how far away are we? Still no nav data. Hope it shows up. Should be soon. Yeah, I've got my heading thing working. It's a little slow, but it works. And where is everybody tonight, right? Big antenna farm down there. Best views are on this side tonight. I guess I started late. I wanted to try those two mods. I wanted to try the one for the PFD brightness and the frame rate. The frame rate thing didn't do anything. They've got one for the G1000. Well, no. Well, they say it increases them. They say it increases it for the TBM, but I didn't see any evidence of it. And they do have brightness controls for the for some other airplanes in the G1000. So it shows nav 1. Wait, why is it showing nav 1? Didn't I click nav 2? Oh. Well, that's weird. Why does... Oh, let's shut that off. And let's set that to nav 2. There we go. So, just a few minutes we'll be descending. I don't see any vertical track information here at all. Nice looking display though, I'll say that. Really, I could wait another 10 miles if I wanted to. Did you do any flying, Charpentier? Anywhere? I didn't. I was frickin' zombie this week. Where'd you fly? Any place good? I did fly last weekend. I think it was last weekend. Sometime last week. I flew around Egypt, if you can believe that. Doing Singapore. Is that what you're doing right now? Or you just flying around that area, learning the area? Simpang Airport. Okay. Singapore, Kuala Lumpur. Well, that sounds fascinating, actually. I mean, I'm sure that's beautiful. I'll have to make my way over there sometime. I was saying I flew around Egypt. It is amazing how dead that desert is. I mean, it is amazing. But I wanted to check some things out because I'm reading a book that part of the book is in Egypt, and I wanted to take a look. So I did. So I got more flying to do around that area, and then also Italy. Um, I'll probably do some flights up around Florence. Um, yeah, hard not to be impressed by the textures. Florida has, and I'm thanking them for this. Florida has more photoreal cities than any other place in the world. Not that the cities have to be photoreal at all, because they do look pretty decent anyway. What's down there? So what's our distance right here? I don't know what that is. 77 miles. So I really do need to start descending. So let's. Flew from Mexico City to Honduras earlier this week. How is the visuals down there good? I was surprised. Going back to what I was saying, I was surprised at the visuals in Egypt. I mean, I could fly at 3,000 feet, and it was, it's rendered really well at 3,000 feet. But how did Mexico look? Because I want to do some flying down there too. Of course, where don't I want to fly, right? But Russia. Okay, I don't want to fly in Russia. A little bit angry at Russia right now. You should try flying around that man-made airport in Honduras. It's beautiful. Mexico looks good. Aren't all airports man-made? That is gorgeous out there. Tonkinton, yeah, that's in Honduras. Yeah, that's the one where you do the curved approach into the airport, isn't it? I've seen um, real uh, airplanes fly in there, and it's a pretty dicey approach with the mountains. If it's the airport I'm thinking of, you have to fly this curved approach, sort of. Yeah, I mean, it's not awful, but it's pretty. It looks, I'd hate to do it when the weather was bad. I'll say that. If I was in a real airplane, that may be a R&P approach. But there's one mountain on one side. It's really a low hill, and then on the other side there's mountains. But that low hill is something you have to deal with. Yeah. Where else is a good one? I've seen several of these approaches that are not that I'm eager to go out and try a bunch of dangerous approaches, but they're interesting approaches. But Tonkinton, that one was memorable. But this may be the first. I'll have to really try. I'll have to try that one because this may be the first sim that actually does it visually justice. And does this have this sim doesn't have the old Hong Kong airport? That will be something. Um, you know they get the 747 working. I flew in there in a 747, and it was cloudy and rainy, and I'd never been in that airport ever before. And the only thing I could think as we were approaching was, we must be supposed to be here because otherwise he'd be going around. Because there were buildings on both sides of the airplane, tall buildings. And we came in and curved in and landed. Yeah, the old airport is gone. It's been replaced with apartments, I think. But maybe some. Yeah, I think Fly Tampa. There's actually a couple companies that did it. One for X-Plane and one for um, Prepared. Fly Tampa is, I think, the one that did it for Prepared. Um, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them bring that back. I mean, Orbix brought Megs back. So it looks, wow, that looks nice. Lighting is more white than I would have thought. I would have thought it would have been orange. Maybe it'll get more orange as we get lower. Yeah, the only place I flew was since my last stream was in Egypt, and I didn't want to stream that one because I had no idea what to expect. Um, and I wanted to see if it was, well, I was on a mission kind of, and probably it would have been a boring flight. It's a lot of dead desert, and I was flying over at about 200 feet. There's nothing alive in that desert. I flew from Cairo over to actually, I think my sim crashed. Yeah, it did. I flew from Cairo over to a oasis that's out on the western part of the country. I was flying the Cessna 208, and it took a while. I had to stop at one point, and I spawned back in closer to it. So I flew around it for a little while, and then flew north up towards the coast, and I finally just said, it's enough. I've seen enough. Seen enough desert. Thought next time I fly over this, I will fly in something faster. Certainly fly higher. Beautiful visuals. How are we doing on our descent? We're a little, seems like we're high, but my descent should be fine. I mean, I've only gotten down 11,000 feet. How far am I? 35 miles? Feels right. I guess I'll extend the downwind if I need to. What's the altimeter? I'll just do it this way. It says 29087 in Florida or in Miami. Two 980 in the real world. I don't know. Oh, hey Lucas. Hey Lucas, I tried out that thing you sent me. I didn't see any change in the frame rates here. Or you didn't? I mean, you sent it on Discord. Not a big deal. I just thought, if I get 5 or 10 frames, I'll take it. But at least not in the 930. Maybe it'll work in an airliner better. Or maybe I installed it wrong. I honestly don't know. But I think I installed it right. So we're coming up over Fort Lauderdale. Like I said, there must be a moon. Like I said, this doesn't seem yellow enough. Yeah, I mean it's possible I didn't install it right. When I get down, I'll show you how I installed it. And were they flying? What airplanes were they flying? Okay. I think I still have the folder up. Um, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay, no, I need the F drive. And I put it in the community directory. And then it's a Hion's now instrument refresh patch, FPS patch. That's the directory I put in. I'll show you. I'll show you in a second. See how am I doing. Go ahead and click on my landing lights while I'm sitting here. There we go. I put it here. So here's my community directory. I put it right there. I put that whole thing, and then that's what's inside of it. So I don't know if that's right or wrong, but from what I read, that's what I was supposed to have done. Yeah, airliners, maybe that's different. I mean, maybe the G1000 is okay. So let me zoom in here. PFD home, I want MFD. And got 7,000 feet to go. I think we might be okay. Those are live airplanes, so just surprised that it's that white. Pretty, but that surprises me. And is that Miami Airport right there? I think it is. And this must be Opalaka right here. Got it, looks good. I was saying to Charpentier, if it wasn't for the visuals, people would be beating this sim up because of all the bugs. Should be an airplane over there somewhere. I don't see him. Currently watching US Open on TV. That there was that one guy that was thrown out because he hit a woman in the neck. I'd feel bad about that too. He's pretty upset about it. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, I like watching tennis sometimes. Not all the time, but I like watching it sometimes. So my altitude is 3,000. And I will let this thing roll out and then I'll switch to, where's my CDI? Oh, there. It's kind of flying an arc. Remain 3,000 until Copra, so we're going to be right at 3,000 coming to Copra. Yeah, my sim is not installed in app data. It is installed on my F drive. I looked for it over in app data. I didn't see it over there. I looked over in my F drive and it is there. So let's get our speed down. Look at that descent. Was that planned well or what? Come on. Oh, MFD. We'll go like that, and I'll go back to PFD. And let's go to nav1, and let's go heading mode. And let's gauge the approach, and we're doing 146, which is way too slow, and let's put our flaps down. That's about right there. Should be. Here comes the localizer. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Gear down. Three green. And is it going to, there we go. So I flew this whole thing on autopilot so far. And let me just set my speed, my throttle here. Let's see what it does. Here it is. And it says we're lined up, and I think we are. Heading mode. Missed approach is 3000. It's set. And the speed, I think I'm going to have to go lower. I'm going to go down to, say, 22. I got to get my speed down to 20. Down, 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 down. $14. There's 15. Still coming down. That would be okay. 120. Close enough. 122. Wow. Alright, I'm going to take over. I'm going to put this last nuts of flaps down. So I'm doing 17 on the torque right now. Alright, come on, come on. Now I'm up to 28. Come on. Come on. Glide slopes all over the place. So now I'm up to 40. And look how I'm lined up. And my flight director was not telling me anything. Can't depend on the flight director in this sim. You gotta fly the needles. I'm landing 8 right. Oh, that's right. This is okay. Yep. Okay. So I'm below the glide path. There we go. Now we're on it. Come on. Wow, man. It's acting like there's a lot of wind out there. There we go. So 37 torque is what you need to 38 torque is what you need to hold this airplane. That's a lot different than the hot start. I mean, it's like the first notch of flaps doesn't have enough drag, and the second one has lots of drag. Couldn't tell if that was a taxiway or not. But what a view, huh? So we can get off here at this high speed. Come on. There it goes. Flaps up. Strobes off. Landing light off. But where's the taxi light? And where am I going? Just following green lights. Yeah, it does. I mean, that was what I wanted to do tonight. I just said, you know, why don't I fly at night? See what it looks like. And it does. It just looks marvelous. So what runway is he landing on? We're going to sneak in front of him. Don't hate me. They got lights over here, but no taxi route. They've got lights over here. The real taxi route is here. So tell me, did this drop me off on the runway? Is that what it did? That's what you get for just feeling around the runway. Or feeling around the airport. What is those? What are these blue lights here? It's like they got taxi lights on the runway. It's not a word I say often, so we're safe. So yeah, look over there at the terminal. We'll have to do a little bit of looking around after I get off the runway here. Yeah, the lights do not line up at all. I think people are really rushing scenery out. Speaking of which, Darrington is coming out from Orvik soon. And that's one of those ones that I used to like. So I may spend the $8. Come on, you can do it. I think the FBO's down here. Got one on each runway. Is that what we're doing here? Clouds are really low. And I think, isn't this the FBO here? I think it is. I don't see where I can turn. Oh, up. Just saw that at the last second. Yeah, that's a Boeing 738 GA version. Whatever. He'll let us park here. Park and brake. And I'd set the timer and do all that stuff. Let's screw it. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's look at the terminal. Oops, not that. Cameras. Go here. So that's Miami. So you can see into there at night. You can't see into it during the day. Not much to see, but it's there. I was in this airport when I was a kid. Yeah, don't you guys have Maravillosa or something? Lucas? Spanish, they got that. Let's see. Yeah, I was looking at. I probably won't get it. Well, maybe we'll see. Um, but FS Dream Team's releasing Chicago. I used to have that, so I could get a 30% discount. I just wonder. I mean, at some point, these prices of sceneries are going to drop. because if a lot of people are buying them, then let's see. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see in there. If a lot of people are buying them, there'll be a lot of money to be made, which means you'll have more developers if they're selling them too high. Yeah, you got it. About, look. Yeah. Yeah, I can read Portuguese for the most part. Most part. But, it falls apart sometimes. But, you know, I'm still not that great at Spanish, so one language at a time. Get this one down. Move on to the next one. My daughter knows German, so I feel like I owe her learning German. But God, look at the view. Let's go down. So this is the control tower view, roughly. Right about like that. That's what they see at night. You can see, yeah, a little higher, I guess. Lights friggin' everywhere. Somebody landing over there. Yep, yep, it does. And it's just another step. It'll be better next year. I don't know, lights, airport lights are hard to get right. They're hard. I keep seeing people trying, different simulators trying, and then, I mean, you've been messing with lights, you know that. But getting all the effects right, you know, there's just so many things. Yep. All right, well, that was pleasant. Took an hour. Not bad. Let's see. Good to see you guys again. I was telling Charpentier that I was pretty swamped this week. I flew in Egypt last weekend just wanted to look at something, and that was the only flight I did. I didn't want to do that one online because I thought it would be. I had no idea what I was going to see when I got to Egypt, and it's a great big desert, just like you imagine, very dead desert. So I didn't even think about streaming that one, and I didn't fly once after that. So tonight was the first night in all this time. It's a long time for me. All right, I'm gonna go up and get some rest. You should too. It's got to be, what is it? 11 o'clock there? 12? Did I do it in the Cub? No, but that makes sense. I did it in the Cessna 208. It was a good haul from where I was in. Yeah, good night, Charpentier. It was a good haul from where I was in Cairo all the way over to the Oasis, and then I flew north from there. And it's just, for the most part, it's just a big dead place. 11 p.m. So you're an hour ahead of me. It's just a big dead. I mean, it's just nothing could live there. Um, so you know. But yeah, I'm reading a book that has Egypt in it. Egypt, Italy, and England. Okay. So I'm gonna hang up. You guys have a good night. Maybe I'll do a flight tomorrow. Get some things got to take care of, and hopefully I will. But we'll see. If not, it'll be Sunday. Good night, Lucas.